Good afternoon. So here we will see the field intensity due to the infinite line current. So here we have to show that the current is symmetric, that is H must be equal in magnitude everywhere on a Gaussian's contour. For magnetic field intensity due to infinite sheet of current, here we have to consider the uniform sheet of surface density K, which is located in the plane Z. So the sheet current density is defined as the total current flowing per unit width of the sheet. So to determine H at P, that is field intensity at point P, we have to allow a closed path to pass through the P. So K is equal to 1 by L ampere per meter. Now if we consider dl as an incremental path length along L, then current I will be integration of K into dl, and this current sheet is placed in the z is equal to 0 plane, while the current I is passing in the positive y direction, and this current sheet consists of the large number of current carrying filament. So here equation for the H bar and integration of H is given. Why, as the current I is passing in the positive y direction, this current sheet consists of the large number of current carrying filament, the direction of magnetic field intensity, the direction of magnetic field intensity can be terminated according to the right hand rule, and this direction of H bar is an here all the components of H bar along z axis will be cancelled, that is Hz is 0. So current carrying filament are placed along a positive y axis. Similarly, the direction of the current is along positive y axis. The direction of the magnetic field intensity is determined according to the right hand rule. We have already seen the right hand rule, and here all the components of h bar along the z axis will be cancelled. The component of h bar along y axis do not exist, and we have the component of h bar along the z axis. So here Ampere's law states that the line integral of the tangential component of h around the closed path is same as the net current enclosed by the path. Now infinite sheet of current. So here we have considered an infinite current sheet in the z is equal to 0 plane with uniform current density. Now the infinite sheet current, here the equations for the integration of h bar is given. So by applying the Ampere's law to the rectangular closed path, and we have to compare it. So by comparing we get h is equal to 1 by 2k. So infinite sheet as comparing of the filament, the resultant dh has only an x component. Also h on one side of the sheet is the negative of that on another side. Now here are also the equations of the magnetic field intensity. So the H bar due to the different current carrying element obtained by applying the Ampere's circuital law. So current carrying conductor, the long straight filament is placed along the z-axis. The coaxial placed along the z-axis is, and the sheet current density equation is 1 by 2 k bar cross a n bar. Now next is the Maxwell's equation for magnetostatic. So here is the introduction related to the Maxwell's equation. In Maxwell's equation, there are the electrostatic field produced by electric charge and the induced field produced by changing the magnetic field. Here the electrostatic field is produced by electric charge and induced field is produced by by changing magnetic field. So the magnetic field with density denoted by H bar, magnetic field is denoted by H bar and magnetic field with density is denoted by B bar. Magnetic field is denoted by H bar and magnetic field with density is B bar. So because B bar is equal to mu H, what is B is the induction magnetic or density magnetic in Tesla. What is mu? It is permeability of the space, and H is magnetic field in ampere per meter. So here is the Gauss's law for the electric field. In integral form we can write the electric charge produces an electric field and the flux of the field passing through any closed surface is proportional to the total charge contained within the surface. So this is integral form. Next, differential. For differential form, the differential form is the electric field which is produced by the electric charge. The electric field produced by electric charge diverges from the positive charge and converges from the negative charge. So delta bar cross dot E bar is rho by epsilon 0. Next, Gauss's law for the electric field. So here equation is given and the description of this equation is also. So the first symbol is that it remains the integral which is over the closed surface. Next, integration S goes from S. It means it is a surface integral, not a volume or line integral. Then E is the electric field and bar it is the field is vector. Next is dot. It represent that the part of E bar parallel or perpendicular to the surface. Then then unit vector normal to the surface. The next dA is an increment of the surface area in meter square. Then the amount of charge in coulomb. Q. C is the enclosed charge contributes. Epsilon 0 is the electric permittivity of the space. Similarly, for the differential form, we have already seen the equation for the differential form. Now, here we have just explained the different terms. So first is the delta. It is a vector. Bar means it is a vector quantity. Then differential operator called delta. Then dot product. Then next is E, electric field. Bar means it is a vector quantity. Then rho is the electric charge density in coulomb per cubic meter, and epsilon 0 is the electric permittivity of the free space. Then Gauss's law for the magnetic field. Now here equation for the magnetic field is given for integral form and for differential form. So the total magnetic flux passing through any closed surface is given here and it is 0. And differential form, the divergence of the magnetic field at any point is 0. The equation for the differential form is also given here. The next is Gauss's law for the magnetic field. Here is the integral form equation. So total magnetic flux passing through any closed surface is 0. And the divergence of the magnetic field at any point is 0. a magnetic law for magnetic field. So here is the explanation for this. Delta represent the differential operator, dot represent the dot product, a divergence, then H is the magnetic field, bar represent it is a vector quantity, also bar for the delta is also a vector quantity. So in the next lecture we will see the applications of this magnetostatic and the energy density point. Thank you.